What is up, guys? It is Lally, and today we are going to do something different today. It's not what it looks like, lads. I know I'm lying in bed. Let me clear things up first. Wait, straight away, we are going to be using this. So get them sort of thoughts out your head. Unless you think I'm into some kinky shit, let me clear it a bit more. Today we are going to actually do some go-karting, and I'm going to actually attach my GoPro, which is just sitting there charging, as you can see. Yeah, it's charging there, and yeah, this is more of a apology to the lads that I'm going to be racing with, because a lot of them are my friends. So it's not just an introduction, it's also heads up apology, because I can get a tad competitive. If you haven't seen any of my videos, you kind of already know if you have. But yeah, this is a quick apology to the lads for what I might say, might be, past the friendship line and stuff like that. But lads, remember, it's just heat at the moment stuff. So lads, time to actually get ready and let's get go-karting. So lads, I'm wondering, is it gay if you actually walk into a dressing room and you're recording? Let's find out. Lads, is it gay if you're recording and you're walking to a guy's dressing room?
You're gay anyway, you're alright.
Huh?
No, you're gay anyway.
Oh, look at the action. I should put some Pornhub. I think it's going on Pornhub, lads. This is too strong for YouTube. So we go into the go-kart now, and this is the first time I've actually been on this track. I've only actually been go-karting once before, but the lap you're watching now is actually my 4th or 5th lap in, and you can see me here still searching for the best racing lines, the best speeds for each corner, just the actual feel of go-karting again, because like I said, I haven't got much experience in it. And I thought I'll show you this lap because you can see me going wide on each corner, and you can actually just see the way I'm starting to drive now. And then the next lap will actually be the actual qualifying lap where I get my actual grid position. And I thought you'll just get a chance to see the progression. And if you actually fancy going on this circuit, which is actually the Birmingham one, I think it's TeamSport, I can't remember, I'll double check which circuit it is afterwards. But it's just a bit of track knowledge for people that actually want to go there and see what the circuit looks like. So we're coming towards the end of this lap, and you can see I'm plenty wide on so many corners. Like that one there, I turned in so early that I had to fix it, then come back. So you end up losing pace when you do that. Let go of the accelerator so early for that one there, and I lost a lot of speed. And as you saw, there was a red light that flashed, which meant we had to stop because something like dangerous happened somewhere else, or something, someone stopped. So we come to a stop, and now we're going to come back in to the qualifying lap. So we start off the qualifying lap by flying into the first corner, letting go of the gas for turn 2 so we don't hit the wall in the exit. Going into turn 3, and this is extremely wide, you want to get a lot closer so you can get on the gas earlier and go up that hill quicker. A nice turn into turn 4. Going into turn 5, you don't actually want to let go of the accelerator as much as I did there. Going into turn 6, that's a bit too quick, which gets us way too tight for the next corner. And then we go downhill, getting ready for turn 8. You want to start off wide and then bring it in towards the tire wall on your right so you can get back on the gas as soon as possible. And approaching turn 9, you want to get in the brakes a bit early, get nice and tight to that corner. For turns 10 and 11 coming up now, you don't want to hit the brakes, you just want to ease off the accelerator. And you can see here I made a little bit of a mistake having to fix it with the steering wheel, which delayed the power, which means we didn't get the full speed we should have going into turn 12. And now we just dashed to the finish line, finishing the lap at 49.739 seconds, just 200ths of a second of pole position. So we have a quick look behind the scenes as we see the drivers show a bit of respect to each other just before the race, as one tries to knock my head clean off my shoulders. And it's time to get back out onto the track and into the race. And if you look at the driver behind the one I'm pointing at, look how close he is to that driver I'm pointing at. That's just a cheeky bastard maneuver, but it's green lights and away we go. And a really slow start from me there as we nearly get caught up from the car to our left, but there just wasn't enough track space for him to get that overtake done. We lose ground to the leader straight away, but we managed to hold on to second place, and that's not the ideal start we was looking for. But I can confirm one thing for you guys: the guy who attempted the cheeky bastard maneuver behind the guy I was pointing at the start of the race, it was you, Jibby. For shame, Jibby, you were cheating against your friends. For shame. Now let's get back into the race, and you can see I made some contact with that wall, which made me lose a bit more ground on the leader. And we did jump into different carts from qualifying, so it did feel a bit different to start with. It did take a lap or two to get a bit comfortable with, but I was just focusing on making sure I didn't make too many errors, so I wasn't minding if you got too far ahead at the start. I just wanted to make sure I didn't spin out or anything like that. Obviously I didn't want this driver to go out of sight, so I obviously didn't want to go too slow around the circuit. But you can see I did start crawling back a little bit in this first sector here. Now while you watch me trying to chase the leader down, here's another bit of just golden information that you need to know. The guy who was also behind the, the cheeky guy I'm on about, who was way off his marks and right up behind the driver that I pointed at, not did he only just cheat his start, he also actually wiped out the driver in front of him, which was the one that he was right behind. He ended his race. When I say ended his race, he didn't make him go off the circuit and like retire him, but he effectively ended his race by making him spin out and made him drop like 4 or 5 positions. So not did he only cheat by getting way ahead of his marks, not did he only like try to take an advantage and try to finish high up as he can, he actually ended someone else's race by just being jibby. He was just being himself. But lads, you can see now it's yellow flags, and this is where we're actually meant to be going a lot slower than I am right now. So I decided to actually not try and make up the gap between him. I tried to keep the gap as far as possible, and I was trying to slow down more because we were supposed to be slowing down more, but the driver in front of me just kept speeding up and then slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I want to slow down, but then if I slow down so much, then this driver's going to go off way into the distance. So I tried maintaining the gap, and then here it's gone back to green flag, I think, sometime now. I haven't realised yet because I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like, this guy keeps speeding, and then I look up and then it's, you know, green light again. So before I even got going, the driver out front was actually out of sight now. So I thought at the start of the race, if I can keep the pressure on him, he might make a mistake. But now that I'm not there, I have to actually go and find more pace. So that's where you start to see these sorts of mistakes being made, where I'm making more contact with the walls and just going too fast into corners because I'm actually looking for pace that isn't there. So now we go further on into the action. I'm still in second place at the moment, and you can see me still pushing for more pace. This bit of contact, I say bit of contact, trust me, that wasn't pleasant and it hurt. You can see me get another shunt from behind, from the driver behind, as I lost a lot of pace, but he decided instead of going around me, he thought it'd be easier just to hit the back of me and then hit me a bit further more into the corner and spin me out. So I lost second place to that, when the driver from behind really should have gave me a bit more respect, but he didn't. But anyway, I dropped down to third, and that was pretty much it. Like, they went too far ahead. We went through another set of yellow flags, and they went and stretched their lead out furthermore by speeding in the yellow flag zones. So there's no way I was catching them then. So now you're seeing me actually attack some back markers. So these are the guys that I'm overlapping, and I thought I'll just show you this because this is pretty much the only bit of action that I can show you from the whole race. And when I do more go-karting videos, hopefully there'll be more action, more intense action than you're seeing now. I do actually like get a bit cautious from the overtaking of these back markers from this incident that you're about to see. So I'm thinking, yeah, everything's fine. Suddenly he spins out. It's way too late for me to actually avoid contact there. And again, trust me lads, that is not a good feeling. It doesn't exactly hurt a lot, but it hurts a bit. And you can see me, I'm catching up these guys really quickly. And when I get close to this guy, it wasn't the best piece of driving from me because we were near the end of the race, so I thought I'll go for the overtake. But when I do go for the overtake, it wasn't the smartest or cleanest one as well. So you do realise I'm apologising now, and I actually apologise on the race day as well. Like, as soon as it happens, I pretty much apologise within about 5 or 10 seconds once I know he's okay. So you can see here I'm catching them up, and it's just a matter of I stay close to him. Like, I could attack him a lot harder if I wanted to, but I thought I'm just not needing another contact like I just took a minute ago. So I stayed behind him, and then when I realised like I'm actually driving a lot slower than I should be, then I decided to attack him. So you can see me here just following him now, and yeah, I can only apologise for what I do like in about 30 seconds time to him. But yeah lads, it is a really good experience. This is something I wouldn't mind doing if I can like sort it out with some of you loyal followers. So that is something I'm trying to work around, where, you know, you've got your Kakarits, Duke Max, and a few other loyal subscribers as well. I don't want to start naming and not naming people, but it's a bit late. I've gone and done it now. But yeah, there's something that I'm trying to work out, either some go-karting for some of the community loyal YouTube community loyal followers I got, or some paintballing. You can see here, look, this is the move. I thought it was open. He kind of went in on me at the end, but I say he went in on me is pretty much error for me, because I shouldn't have really gone in for it with the gap being that small. I thought he was going to go out wide, so I went for the gamble. It didn't pay off. You can see me there offering the hand of apologies. If it was a race and that guy was actually first or second, then I would have actually like slowed down, gave position back. But that was literally the last lap of the race, so I thought, you know what, we'll just forget it and just I'll speak to him in the pits about it and whatnot. You can see here, look, the checkered flag being waved on the right. So I knew we were close to the end of the race, and even then I managed to hurt myself when the race was over. That was even my fault as well. So many of these are not my fault, but I end up getting hurt from it. If you think, like, when I say not getting hurt or anything like that, you know, when you see me hit the wall, you got to remember the cart takes the brunt, then my body, and then the helmet shakes. So by the time you lot see the impact, my body's gone through a lot more than what the camera's taking. So trust me lads, it's not a nice pleasant experience when you're bumping off the walls at them paces. But as I was saying, I am trying to figure out a way where I can actually organise a day of either paintballing, go-karting, or some other mad experience with, you know, my followers who have been following me for a while. When I figure it out and when I can, you know, just know how to do it, then I'll, you know, make up another video about it and get it done. But that's just my way of trying to show some appreciation for you guys who have been supporting me. If you got any ideas on how to use my GoPro, so like you see me use it for go-karting today, then just let me know in the comment section. Lads, please remember, I am a human, so don't expect me to do some crazy shit. And if you do, please don't expect me to do it without shitting my pants. But anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. And I'll leave you guys with a little mini celebration. And on to the next time guys. Peace!